Hello everyone, I am Jericho Almontes. I am a BSIT 4th year, studied in Holy Cross College in Santa Ana, Pampanga. So for today's video, I am doing the API or Application Programming Interface to practice in subject IT Elective 4. So I am going to show you the video on how can I do the speech to text API and text to speech API.
So in this video, we are in the speech notes. So we are going to say the speech, then it will turn into a text here. So this is called a speech to text API. So we're gonna click the microphone, then we're gonna dictate the speech, then it will turn into text. So let's start. We set sail on this new sea because there is new knowledge to be gained, comma, and new rights to be won, comma, and they must be won and used for the progress of all people, period. For space science, comma, like nuclear science and all technology, comma, has no conscience of its own, period. Whether it will become a force or good or ill depends on man, comma, and only if the United States occupies a position of preeminence can we help decide whether this new ocean will be a sea of peace or a new terrifying theater of war. Period. I do not say that we should or will go unprotected against the hostile misuse of space any more than we go unprotected against the hostile use of land or sea, comma. But I do say that space can be explored and mastered without feeding the fires of war, comma, without repeating the mistakes that man has made in extending his reach around this globe of ours, period. There is no strife, comma, no prejudice, comma, no national conflict in outer space as yet, period. Its hazard are hostile to us all, period. Its conquest deserves the best of all mankind, comma, and its opportunity for peaceful cooperation may never come again, period. But why, comma, some say, comma, the moon, question mark. Why choose this as our goal, question mark. And they may well ask, comma, why climb the highest mountain, question mark. Why, comma, 35 years ago, comma, fly the Atlantic, question mark. Why does Rice play Texas, question mark. We choose to go to the moon, period. We choose to go to the moon, period. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, comma, not because they are easy, comma, but because they are hard, semicolon. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills, comma, because that challenge is one of that we are willing to accept, comma, one we are unwilling to postpone, comma, and one we are intend to win, comma, and the others, comma, too. period. So that's it. This is a what we call speech to text API.
So we're going to copy this text below for the text to speech. Then we go to align it, Control C. Then we go to this link, the text to speech. So here's the link. So we will go to paste it, the speech here. Then we go to play.
We set sail on this new sea because there is new knowledge to be gained, and new rights to be won, and they must be won and used for the progress of all people. For space science, like nuclear science and all technology, has no conscience of its own. Whether it will become a force for good or ill depends on man, and only if the United States occupies a position of preeminence can we help decide whether this new ocean will be a sea of peace or a new terrifying theater of war. I do not say that we should or will go unprotected against the hostile misuse of space any more than we go unprotected against the hostile use of land or sea. But I do say that space can be explored and mastered without feeding the fires of war, without repeating the mistakes that man has made in extending his writ around this globe of ours. There is no strife, no prejudice, no national conflict in outer space as yet. Its hazards are hostile to us all. Its conquest deserves the best of all mankind, and its opportunity for peaceful cooperation may never come again. But why, some say, the moon? Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why, 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? Why does Rice play Texas? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we are willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one we intend to win, and the others, too.
So that's it, guys. So this link is a API text to speech. So we have two questions that we need to answer about the application programming interface or API to practice. So first question, how do this API be able to help you in your workplace or school? So API or application programming interface be able to help us in our workplace or school. First, in workplace by using API helps us to meeting transcriptions, meaning like for example, the speech to text that can be used in transcribed meetings, conferences, and discussions. And second, in school, by using API helps you in, or like for example, uh, the presentation and public speaking by the use of a text of speech that can assist students in practicing the presentation skills by converting the written speeches into spoken words. And, and it helps in interactive learning by the use of text-to-speech also that can be used in educational games and interactive learning application to provide audio feedback, making the learning experience more engaging and interactive. So last questions, what do you think is the business value of these two API? So I think the business value of these two API provide or offer a businesses a wide range of application. Like for example, in school or workplace that can improve accessibility and user experiences. So that's all, and I hope you learn something. Then thank you for watching.